Hello everyone, this is Spakeit, your owl engineer, with a weekly Kinetic crypto update. In the next 3 minutes, I'll connect the dots between the Fed, Bitcoin's range, Ethereum's strength, and what I'm watching next. So let's start with where the market is right now. Bitcoin is hovering around 89 to 91,000, and for us that's actually the calm part of the story. We expected price to chop inside roughly the 93K to 80K range, so what you're seeing is consolidation, basically the market building a base it can rally from later. Now, what changed this week wasn't the move, it was the message behind it. On rates, the cut itself was expected, Powell delivered, but the tone was mixed, and that's where traders got loud. On one side, we heard a more dovish flavor and the start of QE. On the other side, the guidance sounded like, don't count on more cuts in 2026. And that creates the tension this week. If QE is simply liquidity support, that's fuel. But if QE is being used to manage stress somewhere in the system, that's a different kind of headline. We don't have the full answer yet, so we watch price and let the market tell us. Which brings us straight back to Bitcoin. Heading into the announcement, Bitcoin tagged 94K. Then it sold off back into the 91K area. That's classic, digest the news behavior. Volatility first, clarity later. So here's how I'm framing it. As long as we're in this repair phase, the map is the range. I'm assuming Bitcoin respects roughly 93K to 80K while it builds this base. And yes, during consolidation you can get ugly wicks, even a sweep down towards 74K, but unless price breaks the range decisively, it's still consolidation, not a trend. Here's what's next. Now let's shift to the technical map and the exact levels that matter. Bitcoin is still ranging after roughly a 30% pullback from the all-time high. Key support is around 86 to 87,000, and the clearest resistance zone is between 94 and 97,000. Liquidity conditions are improving. Quantitative tightening ended on December 1st, but the market still needs time to digest all of it. Risk is now low, around 1. Leverage got reset, funding turned negative, and that pushed risk down significantly versus the overheated conditions we had before the pullback. That's why the environment is starting to favor bullish setups, but we still want confirmations before pressing momentum. On the chart, Bitcoin tested the March-anchored 2024 top VWAP. Think of it like a weighted fair price line. It acted as support, and we got a bottom-type signal. We haven't swept the lows yet, so I do expect at least a pullback attempt here. There's no clean long confirmation yet, but conditions are improving. Volume is shifting more positive, relative strength is pushing through the midpoint, and breakout pressure is building. Now let's zoom into the watch list. I'm updating it using Momentum X Crypto Pulse, a trading view scanner, to find coins showing relative strength and potential momentum breakouts. First up, Fartcoin. We're still in the Fartcoin long, and the structure is holding. We had a regime shift, price swept the March lows, volume flipped strongly positive, and we got the signal, so we bought the pullback. Right now, price is sitting on the quarterly VWAP. First resistance is the yearly VWAP around 60 to 65 cents. That's target 1, then we reevaluate. For now, we let it run. Next up, Ethereum. Ethereum is showing relative strength with a very high breakout score. Volume is supporting the move, and the selling pressure is slowing. We're very close to the quarterly VWAP. A clean retest there would be ideal. No long signal confirmation yet, but it's one of the strongest looking majors on the board. Now AAVE. AAVE is showing strong relative strength, and what stands out is the volume divergence. Volume improving while price has been making lower lows. It's testing the VWAPs from below. If it manages to reclaim them, it becomes a real candidate for momentum. CRV is starting to recover. Regime is improving, volume is ticking up, relative strength is crossing the midpoint, and the breakout score is high. I'd expect at least a mean reversion back toward the VWAP, then we reevaluate. Confirmation would make it cleaner, but it's on the radar. And Link. Link is shifting well, regime is improving, volume is increasing, relative strength is above the midpoint, and breakout score is high. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Quick spot versus perp flow check. I want flows above 1, meaning spot buying is leading relative to perps, and ideally positive. This morning, nothing is really standing out. No strong spot-led names yet. Alright, wrap up. Fed meeting is done. Bitcoin pulled back, held support, and it's still ranging. Risk is low, the environment favors bullish setups, and now we wait for momentum. Before you go, a quick behind-the-scenes note. This update is built the same way we trade. Keep the signal, cut the noise. We're a bunch of techies, not your typical YouTubers, so of course we started experimenting with AI to help polish the voice and video. We're refining it every week, so the delivery will keep getting smoother and each update will get sharper. Thanks for watching!